Good evening. So in today's class we'll be talking about the criteria for a hydrocarbon to become aromatic, and that is property is called aromaticity. Now whenever I talk about a hydrocarbon, it can either be an aliphatic hydrocarbon or aromatic. For the first condition for becoming aromatic, of course, it has a special aroma. That means it has a special smell. Now this aromaticity was earlier applied only to benzene compounds and compounds containing the derivative of benzene, but now even non-benzene compounds are also called aromatic. Okay, so let's talk about the four criteria, which are the three criteria which are very essential for aromaticity apart from having a special smell. The next criteria is planarity. Planarity. Now what is the meaning of planarity? That it will pass through a plane. If I keep the compound in a plane, it will look like it is in a plane. It will not be any form of a staggered structure without a plane. So it will look like a plane structure. Okay, a 2D structure. Okay, it will be a 2D structure. Fine. The next one is delocalization of pi electrons. Very important. Delocalization of pi electrons. Now what does this mean? That the pi bonds or pi electrons which are there, they are not in a specific place, they are scattered. Okay, just like if I take the example of benzene ring, we know that there are two forms of structures of benzene possible, either this or it can be this. Okay, the pi bonds can be present at carbon number 135 or 246. So this is 135, the pi bonds. Here the pi bonds are at 2, 4 and 6. So that's why we use this hybrid structure which has the pi bonds delocalized. So this proves the delocalized structure of the pi bonds. So all the pi electrons of the double bond will not occupy any fixed space. They will always be delocalized. Okay. Now in comparison to this, if I take a aliphatic hydrocarbon like ethene. So in ethene, the pi bond has to be between carbon 1 and 2. Okay. So the pi bond has to be here in case of ethene. So it is not delocalized. It is fixed. And that's why this again does not fit into the criteria of aromaticity. But even if a compound has these three criteria fulfilled, it may not be aromatic, because for completing the aromaticity, it has to follow the last criteria, which is the most important criteria, which is also called Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule is based on number of pi electrons. How many pi electrons should be there in an aromatic hydrocarbon? The aromatic hydrocarbon, according to Huckel's rule, should have 4n plus 2 pi electrons. What does this mean? 4n plus 2 means, what is n here? N is the number of rings. It is an integer. Integers are denoted by z. It's a number of ring. It can be 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Of course, it cannot acquire a negative value. So it is a positive integer, including 0. Okay. That means if I talk about pi electrons, one pi bond will have 2 pi electrons. So what will be the number of pi bonds? If you are asked number of pi bonds will be 4n plus 2 by 2. Because one pi bond contains 2 electrons. So pi bonds will be half of the pi electrons. Fine. So let's take it up as an example for benzene. So if I have benzene here, I have how many rings we have? We have one ring, so n is equal to 1. So let me use the Huckel rule. 4 into 1 plus 2 is the number of pi electrons, which is 6. 6 pi electrons means pi bonds is 6 by 2, which is 3. And we can see we have 3 pi bonds here in benzene. 1, 2 and 3. So it fulfills the Huckel rule. And if it fulfills the Huckel rule, it has aromaticity, it has planarity, it has delocalization of pi electrons, it is a aromatic hydrocarbon. Now if I take another example of another complex hydrocarbon, this is the one I want to take. 2 rings are joined together. Okay, so let's understand this compound now. This compound we use in everyday life. It is called naphthalene. Okay, it is called naphthalene. In the naphthalene balls we use them. Now naphthalene has 2 rings. That means how many pi electrons should be there? 4 into 2 plus 2, because it has 2 rings here. Okay, 2 rings. That means it should have 10 pi electrons. That means 10 by 2 pi bonds. Pi bonds. That means 5 pi bonds should be there in naphthalene. Does it have 5 pi bond? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It fulfills. It has all these criteria as well. So it is aromatic hydrocarbon. Okay. So again I repeat, for hydrocarbon to become aromatic, along with having a smell, it should be a plane. It should have delocalization of pi electrons. They should not be fixed. They can move anywhere, just like in benzene, naphthalene, and any other aromatic hydrocarbon. And it should follow the Huckel rule, which says that there should be 4n plus 2 pi electrons, where n is the number of rings. Now 1 pi bond has 2 pi electrons. That means the number of pi bonds should be 4n plus 2 by 2. So in the both ways we can check it. If it fulfills all the criteria, it is aromatic. Even if one is not fulfilled, it is non-aromatic, which is called aliphatic. And lastly, aromatic can be benzenoid or non-benzenoid. Benzenoid will be having a benzene ring, and non-benzenoid don't have a benzene ring. These two have benzene rings, so they are called benzenoid. Okay, so those ones which have benzene ring are called benzenoid or benzoid. Anything. Fine. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.